people are expecting more personalised content and services, so what they want, when they want, where they want it, and they want greater convenience. On the other end, you have privacy concerns around data and who owns your data and what's done with it, so it kind of splits along that spectrum.
I think really the dichotomy is all about different people having different views of what they're comfortable with people knowing about them.
I think businesses are genuinely trying to be more and more useful and appropriate. Everyone hates spam, and if you have a decent amount of data which raises privacy concerns, you can actually reduce spam and you can send people things that are relevant, contextual, at the right place at the right time, the right thing.
I think we're now going back to personalised shopping, but personalised now not being around a person knowing you, being around a technology helping you.
I think people are becoming increasingly concerned about their privacy and what's done with their data and how it's used, which has led to a rise in things like ad blockers, tracker blockers, use of VPNs, not just in Western Europe and in the US, but also in markets such as China and India. And services that people are starting to use now, including messaging services, are having to provide encrypted options for people because the demand is already there. Also, people demanding their information and data from companies that they interact with, for instance, from Tinder or what have you. So people are more aware and more cautious about how they interact with brands.
People generally are much happier if things are more useful. And it's quite hard to be consistently useful without personalisation.
I think with the GDPR, the European laws surrounding the use of data coming in 2018, and then the kinds of services that people are becoming more used to using, I think that people are going to become increasingly aware of their rights to their data, and that companies will have to adjust by offering value to customers who can then consensually choose to give them their data and in what form. So I think it's going to be much more an equal footing between brands and the customers. At least that's what I hope.
The way which consumers now want to be treated is personal in every experience. If I look at websites, they're personalised to a level of knowing what you're going to want to look at any point in time. If I look at the experience in store, it's still too generic, and I think the next iteration is going to be personalising the experience in store.
This evening I've learned that this is perhaps a more complex topic than I'd previously thought. I found it really interesting to hear Natalie's perspectives around the sheer volume of information that we give away. Equally, I found Scott's perspective quite fascinating because obviously as someone that works in retail, I'm really interested in how we might be able to use some of this stuff to sell more to some of our customers and to encourage them to shop with us more often.
We are living in an ultra interconnected way, utilising technology, and we now have the ability to be able to utilise the data that people provide online to be able to give a personalised service.
Well, I think we take privacy quite seriously. Part of open banking is around consent management, so we're building a whole capability around managing customers and customers' consent in terms of data and where that's actually used, both internally and with third parties.
I think all in all it's been a positive experience, and that I learned a fantastic amount at this Fujitsu event.